I never thought the second key would matter. My building on Ventegatan in Uppsala is one of those pre-war blocks. Thick walls, high ceilings, parquet floors that creak like old bones in winter. Rent control keeps it affordable, but the trade-off is quirks, finicky radiators, a shared laundry in the basement, and a superintendent who only answers calls on Tuesdays. When the previous tenant moved out last October, she left behind a spare key. Not unusual. People forget. The landlord told me to keep it in the kitchen drawer, just in case. I did. It sat there, untouched, beside the takeout menus and dead batteries. Until February. I came home from the office one evening, dark by 4:30 this time of year, and noticed the hallway radiator was warmer than usual. Not hot, just on. I always turn it down before leaving. The knob clicks to the same notch every morning. That day, it was 2 clicks higher. I stared at it for a full minute, rationalizing. Maybe the cleaning lady from next door had a key for emergencies and adjusted it while airing out. Possible. Unlikely. I turned it back down and tried to forget it. A few days later, the coffee grounds. 2 scoops every morning. Habit. That Thursday, the canister was half full, stirred. A small mound in the center, like someone had scooped and patted it flat. I replayed the previous day in my head. Brewed coffee anyway. Bitter. Wrong. The coat hook next. My wool coat hangs on the 3rd hook from the left, always. Friday morning, 4th hook. Faint cigarette smoke. Not mine. Not anyone I know. I hung it back, told myself it was a mix-up, dry cleaner, mistaken delivery, but I hadn't sent it out. Water bill higher than usual. Weekday afternoon spikes. No leaks. Spikes aligned perfectly with the radiator, coffee, coat anomalies. I started keeping a log. Leave time, return time, coffee canister, radiator knob, coat hook. For a week, nothing. Then my own handwriting appeared in the log. Returned 1815. Coat smelled fine. I hadn't written it. Sleep disappeared. Floorboard creaks at 3 a.m. Door wedge I bought moved across the floor overnight. Changed locks. 3 new keys. Tested them. Relief lasted 36 hours. Saturday night, key in hand, I arrived late. Turned the lock. Resistance. Wrong key. No. Old spare from the drawer. New key in pocket. Door opened. Apartment normal. Drawer opened 2 inches. Only 1 key remained. Second old spare gone. Cameras installed. 2 nights. Nothing. 3rd night, 14:47. Motion detected. Living room. Live feed, empty. Drawer, open. Not drifting, deliberate. 2 inches. Camera moves slowly, measured like someone adjusting a painting. Freeze. Resume. Drawer closed. Replay. 14:46:58. Hand enters frame. Black glove, tight wrist, no logo, no exposed skin. It reaches toward the camera. Familiar, precise. On the wrist, my watch. Scratch at 11 o'clock from November slip. Pulse spikes. Second hand ticks. Hand tilts the camera slightly. Pauses. Considers. Withdraws. Room empty. Watch keeps moving. I stopped going to the office. Unwell leave. Curtains drawn. Lights low. Laptop screen the only glow. Cycling between feeds.
The first day after the hand, silence, no alerts. I replayed the clip obsessively, zooming on the scratch, the glove's creases, the deliberate pause before withdrawal, my watch on someone else's wrist. Day 2, I barely ate, checked the fridge light every hour, off when I left the kitchen, on when I returned 5 minutes later. No motion detected, no explanation. I started leaving notes for myself on the counter, fridge light off at 2:22. The next time I looked, the same note had a small check mark added in my pen. No other handwriting change, just affirmation. I tore it up. Day 3, the bathroom mirror. I wiped condensation after a shower, wrote empty in the fog with my finger. Came back an hour later, mirror dry, but the word remained, edges slightly smeared as if traced again by a colder finger. I photographed it, compared timestamps, no one in frame. That night, the hallway camera caught nothing visible, but the timestamp jumped forward 7 seconds at 02:03. A glitch, was someone standing just out of shot, waiting for the lens to cycle. I moved the couch so my back was to the wall, knife under the cushion. Day 4, the sock. One gray sock, mine from the laundry basket, appeared on the bedroom floor near the foot of the bed. I hadn't worn socks indoors for days. I'd been barefoot, too paranoid to make noise. The sock was inside out, heel threadbare, exactly where mine always wore first. I picked it up with tongs, smelled faintly of cigarette smoke again. I didn't sleep, sat upright watching the feeds in split screen. Every creak of the building settling felt personal. On the morning of day 5, I almost convinced myself it was over. No new alerts, no moved objects. I showered, a long, hot shower, trying to wash the dread away. When I stepped out, the towel I'd hung on the rack was gone. Not on the floor, not in the hamper. It was folded neatly on the closed toilet lid. The way I fold towels, corners aligned, then halved once. My hands shook so badly I dropped my phone. The screen cracked in one corner. That was when I knew waiting wasn't protection, it was invitation. 5th night proper, 4:12, hallway camera, bathroom door opens, from inside, no one, light flickers, on, off, signal? 04:19, bedroom camera, chair desk moved, middle of the room, facing bed, cushion indented as if recently occupied. I confronted the superintendent the next morning. Footage shown, blurry hand, my watch, chair, sock, towel. He watches silently, face unreadable. You changed the locks last week. I have the new key, emergency only. No mention of using it. Pause. Old tenant, she asked for mail, came for a box. Storage closet empty, except my winter boots, top shelf, my phone charger. Night, knife on kitchen table, lights on. 02:47, front door handle moves, down, stops. 03:11, email, anonymous, photo attached, me sleeping on the couch 4 nights ago, taken inside the apartment. Dawn, bag packed, left the apartment, told landlord, family emergency, paid 2 months, new studio across the river, key fob entry, higher floor, no shared storage. 3 weeks, quiet. Then package, plain brown envelope, hand delivered. Inside, single key, brass, freshly cut, my old apartment key. Note folded. I kept the spare. You wanted to feel safe. Now we both do. I don't lock the door anymore. I don't chain it, because a locked door only keeps out what's outside. What's already inside has been breathing with me for a long time, and perhaps it always has.